Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God. That's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Into this life foreigners. From the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. As you can clearly see, it took me a while to do this video. Been sick for a couple of days, but these mother effers are out of their goddamn mind to make up statements like this, proving that they're not in a position of any sort. And the things that the elders, the apostles, the elders, the GMS are being accused of, this is what these other camps are going around doing. Being a bunch of, first of all, they being a bunch of goddamn hypocrites because their own fucking leader, he don't even go out there in the highways and byways. He's not really a leader, period. All right? And for this, I don't know who the hell this guy think he is to say the statements of saying who you pray to. We'll tell you when to pray, and you out of your mind, all right? And that's a clear cut breaking the commandments. Now, I was thinking about this while I was letting this shit play out, and how Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived, when he prayed to the Lord for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. For what? To judge the peculiar people of the Lord. All right? Roughly paraphrasing it. Because why? He knew from the jump that he was not dealing with any ordinary people. But yet you have in these different camps like IUIC, they all wear purple garments, they all look the same, act the same, speak the same, like they don't have no fucking, they're like individuals. That's not the Spirit of the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord is varying. All right? When you look at a flower or any tree, let's go to plants. Despite everything has green, what do they call it? Chlorophyll. They have chlorophyll color. They look green to the naked eye, but they all different shades of different greens. So each plant has its own individuality. How much more the people of the Lord. But yet these guys out there want to be lords over the Lord's sheep. Oh, a couple of scriptures came to mind. So this is why Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has to destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right? Yeah, you want to be in that position. You want to be telling people what to do, how to do things. But are you doing what the Lord requires of you? And the answer to that, clearly, with these guys, no. All right? Matter of fact, let me get to the point where I want to get to. I don't want to make this too long. 1 Peter 5:1. It says, "The elders which are among you I exalt, who am I also an elder." This is Peter talking about. He's an elder of the church. All right. Why? Because he was the first recruit of Yahushua. Him and his brother, right, Andrew, they were the first recruits of Yahushua. So he's aware. He was right there with Yahushua. He says, and a witness of the suffering of Yahushua. So he was there for those 3 years, then some. He was there to see Yahushua grow his ministry, what he was going through with the people. Okay? So Yahushua, Peter is the top guy, period. And it says, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. And what's being that? What he mean by that? He's going to be delivered. All right? Peter know that he's going to be delivered. He's going to be there to see Yahushua crack open the skies. Okay? The Lord's going to resurrect him. All right? Which is King Mashah. So he could be to see. He's already at peace. But you have men on earth right now that's trying to be like they the Lord's right hand man, or the third in command. The third in command in general. And even Peter never said what these guys are saying. So they obviously IUCPK is completely off. It says, feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you. So how do you feed? Is it about jail programs? Is it about soup? Giving turkeys out? Gives turkeys out every fucking Thanksgiving, like Nino Brown and all those drug dealers be doing? No. Feeding the flock is what? Matter of fact, I haven't read this in a while. Is it St. John? St. John. Actually, it should be. Yep, St. John 16. No, 15. 21 and 15. So when they had dined, Yahushua said unto Simon, Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? And he said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, Feed my lambs. And he said to him again, the second time, Simon, Jonas, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, Feed my sheep. And he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. So feeding the Lord's sheep is not going out there and giving them food. Matter of fact, there was I gotta word it right. Is it St. John 6th chapter? Hold on, Salakia. I don't know why it just came to my mind. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna remember it off the top because I don't remember what I was wording. When the people came unto the Lord, and he said, you didn't come to me because of the miracles, you came to me because you want to be fed. So, the Lord said, man shall not live by bread alone, by every word that proceedeth out of the words of the Most High. That's a prophecy, all right? Matter of fact, you get that. As a Deuteronomy I'm thinking of. What is Deuteronomy and St. John? Okay. What is the law, though? Matthew 4:4. He answered and said it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Let me see if it the commentary. It should give me, yep, Deuteronomy. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Deuteronomy, what's going on here? Oh, sorry, I repeat. Deuteronomy 8:3. It says, matter of fact, Deuteronomy 8:2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee, to prove thee, to know. Wow, I gotta bring this out more. So the 40 years after the deliverance of the children of Israel was not, well, obviously the Lord had to get rid of all the bad actors, all the non-believers among them. But it's heavy that it said this. It says, thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee. So it was about humbling the nation of Israel. All right, to humble them, because obviously that old generation was not humbled. They didn't believe in the Lord. They took the Lord for granted. Right? It says to prove thee, which means to test you. Right? To know what was in thine heart, which is your mind, whether that wouldst keep his commandments or no. So that was a trial and error of their faith. That's why the next generation took that mantle to get into the Holy Land. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doeth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doeth man live. So it wasn't about the manna that fell from heaven. All right, it was about what was being fed to you by believing in the scriptures. Now, in order to display that, you got to keep the laws to the best of your abilities. But the people that's feeding you has to be right. Okay? It said, let me get this real quick, get this out the way. Isaiah 55:1. It says, ho, everyone that thirsteth, to come to ye to the waters. And he that have no money, come, buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money, without price. So how do you buy any of those sort of things without money, without some sort of exchange? It's impossible. All right. It says, wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread? Your labor for that which is satisfied not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat, that which is good, and let your soul delight in itself in fatness. Incline your ear, and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I'll make an everlasting covenant with thee, even the sure mercies of David. So the scriptures give you a clue. It's not talking about physical food. So when the Lord was talking to Peter, he wasn't telling him, look, go give my people food. Go make lines of that sort to do that. No, you got to feed them with what? The scriptures. So how is these guys feeding the flock of the Lord with scriptures? They're not feeding them with scriptures. All right. That's not food at all. Let me go back to Peter's. And this is where, when people be talking ish about the Hebrew Israelites and this, that, to the third, this is the kind of characters that they talk about. Because in GMS, we don't give two shits who comes in. All right, we're looking for the right personnel, which is the elect. And we feed We all been taught to feed the flock of the Lord with what? With the scriptures. That's how we do it. Less talking, more scriptures. The scriptures gotta be the focal point. Okay? And it says verse 3. No, sorry, verse 2. Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking oversight. Yeah, you taking oversight to ensure that the people are doing the right things. But it says, and this is the funny thing, I guess they don't read this. It says thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, which filthy lucre is what? Money. This is why from all these other camps, the great downfall of a shit show that was called the Sakari, he said two things that really led to his downfall. Well, several things actually. Well, a lot of things. The number one thing is he spoke ill against Yahweh Shai many years ago. And to top it off, that really led to his downfall was what? When he said that we might be here for another 1,000 years. That was it. That was icing on the cake. That was done. He's done for it. But in between that, on his apology, his bullshit apology, he said something that caught my eye. And it was quite simple. He said they made over $100,000 that year. I mean, that week, Slakia. That year. That would be reasonable, somewhat. But they said it made over $100,000 that week. And everybody's hating on them. So they need you people out there. They need the majority of you people to be control you, to control your pockets. That's filthy lucre. But of a ready mind, neither as being lords over the Most High heritage. This shit right he's saying right now, that is some lordship shit. Alright? That is some straight up lordship shit. That's some shit. Oh, yeah. I remember many years ago, Apostle Gabar broke down the term worship in Revelations 3 and 9, Revelations 2 and 9, when he's talking about that they'll have, because when you read that, it's really talking about the Israelites, but we apply that to the small hatters today because it fits. The scriptures are many folds sometimes, 2 folds, 3 folds, and so forth. But there was a terminology that was used. He was breaking it down that people will worship you. Why? Because there was always a lordship in Israel, in the ancient world. All right. However, the Lord put rules and regulations in the commandments that you can't overpass towards your brother. These guys are going beyond that. When they gotta tell you who you gotta worship, who you gotta marry, and so forth, that's going into Israelite servant, what they'll call an indentured servant, right? So they're looking for indentured servants, but now they're going beyond that. They're going beyond the indentured servitude. Okay? So now they want come full autonomy over your body, over your being. This is what's coming out of this nigga's mouth. He's unaware of what he's saying. But this is exactly what's coming out of his mouth. The Lord is creating a kingdom of priests. A kingdom of priests, meaning a king's domain, kingdom. We all gonna be kings and priests, minister. So the greatest thou art, the scriptures tell you what, the more humble you shall be. So there's nothing humbling about what this man stated. He's telling you IUCPK under General Emerald, Johanna, whatever his fucking different names that he want to be. he has full autonomy over you, being what? Supposedly being the third, the most powerful man on the earth. So he's seeking lordship over the flock of the Lord and not feeding them the right thing. That's the same guy these are the same group that told everybody to take the C19 wax. Going back to this, it says 1 Peter 5 and 3. Neither as being lords over the Most High heritage. Who's that? The nation of Israel. The Lord is not raising us to be rulers over our own kind. The Lord is raising us to be rulers over the nations. All right. Now there's rank and order, of course, but that's how far as to get. That's to keep order, but not to be a complete tyrant over you. The Lord would destroy a man for that shit. But being an example to the flock. So what kind of examples are they showing? They're not in the highways and the byways. All right. I guess what General Johanna and I'm not General. I'm sorry, Captain Crunch, Captain Zariak, and a few others like him are out there. But these generals, they stay home. They managing. So you're not even an example to the flock. But here's the kicker. And when the chief shepherd, and when you break down what that is, there's even ranks in being a shepherd. All right. So when the chief shepherd, which is who? Yahushua, shall appear, he shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not. Likewise, ye younger men, submit yourselves unto the elder. I mean, yeah, you know your position. You know somebody that's been there before you. But he don't have the right to tell you who to marry or what woman to get with. All right? If you decide to get with a woman, who to marry, what women to screw, that's overboarding, man. Yeah, also, it's all of you be subject one to another. And with these guys, with that rank, they're not being subject to another. What great act did Yahushua, out of all the acts that Yahushua did? Before he died, he washed his disciples' feet. Is General Yohanan going to wash his men's feet? If any of those generals going to get down and no, they will never do that. Because they want to be rulers. They want to be over their own kind. But we're subject to one another. We minister towards one another. All right? And they don't even minister right. They don't. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to take these niggas out and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud and giveth grace unto the humble. And that's all that shit that man was saying was a proud statement. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he might exalt you in due time. And the scripture tells you that every man has his day, roughly paraphrasing it. All right. They said, oh, and what did he say? He said, because you guys obviously don't know what y'all doing. According to whom? They have a cult of personality. If they're talking about the term cult, even the term cult is not that bad, but that cult shit, like how the world says, that's them. All right? They would drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. We've been taught to be individuals in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To serve the Lord, be yourself. Be your best of yourself. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you, which is talking about Yahushua. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And the key thing is what? Pride. This is why a lot of these different camps is they're going down right before our eyes, because Satan is in the midst of them. And obviously the Lord is not dealing with IUCPK, IUIC, clearly not dealing with Sakari, Genesis. Damn, there's a lot of groups. GOCCL, forget about them. I gotta say the three blind mice. We used to call them back in the days. That was hilarious. But all these different camps, because these different camps, they want lordship. They want the women to be around so they could try to take men's wives. They want the numbers so that way they can have riches and so forth. And ultimately, they want to be lords over the Lord's flock. It was a big fat no-no. So with that being said, let's start real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.